Welcome and hello. This is a video lesson in Python for water resources titled Data Types Single Value. In this lesson, we're going to be talking about integers, floats, booleans, and strings, why types are important, and type conversion. What you see on the screen here is my Visual Studio. This is my script.py file I have set up. I'm going to paste in integers. We'll talk about that first. Integers are variables that contain a number without a decimal point. So a couple examples here is number of subbasins equals 12, count or the number of culverts is 6, the water year is 2030, or some random seed number 4455. I just made these values up. The reason why they're integers is because they don't have a point right here. So for instance, if my random seed number had a 0.4 or a 0.6 or just a point even, that would be considered a float. We'll talk about that a little bit later. On lines 6 and 7, I'm printing out a couple examples here, specifically the water year and the random seed. And then at the very end on line 8, I'm printing out the type of variable this random seed is. So it should be automatically recognized as an integer. We'll find out when we run this. I need to save this. So boom. And then down here in the terminal window, I'll run the script that we just wrote. I'm going to type in py and then space script.py. Boom. So here is our water year printed out, the random seed printed out, and then it looks like I'm printing out the type of the random seed twice. Didn't have to do that. It is type integer, class integer is what it says. If I change this random seed to, I'll just add a 0.0, even though it is the same number, this will probably be recognized by Python as a float. So I'll save that back here to the terminal, clear, run it again, and now it says class float. So it's recognized 4455.0 as a floating point type of number. Next up are floats. Float is a variable that contains a decimal point. So on the screen now, I've pasted in a few examples from water resources where we may see float. Peak flow, 425.7. This could be liters per second. It could be gallons per minute. CFS, CMS, you name it. The units are not specified. Same thing with watershed area or subcatchment, subbasin area. 32.8. You can see we have a decimal point and then a number after the decimal point. Both floats and integers can be negative. I just don't happen to have any negative values here for my examples. All right, so let's go ahead and print out the last two, the rainfall depth and the Manning's N. Then we'll also print out the type of variable that Python recognizes for Manning's N. So I'll save that, come down here to the terminal, clear, and then run. All right, so my rainfall depth, Manning's N have both printed out, and then it recognized Manning's N as a type of float. The next data type is going to be a Boolean. Again, this is a single value that evaluates to either true or false. So flood warning false, simulation complete true, gate open, pump running true or false. Let's go ahead and print those out and then also print out the type for the last one, which is our pump2 running variable. Go here to the terminal, clear and run. All right, false, true, and Boolean. Last up is our string variable. This is a string variable that contains text enclosed in quotes. So here is my example. I should probably also print out those values. So storm and language should be 100 year and Python, and then the type should be string. So let's save that. Come in here to the terminal, run that, boom. Now we're printing out 100 year storm, Python, that's the storm and the language, and then the type is recognized as str, which is short for string. The type of variable is important because it affects how different operators work. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate what I mean by that. In this first block, what we are defining two different integers, flow1 and flow2, and then we are adding them together using this plus symbol. In the second block of code here, we are defining two string variables, flow1 and flow2. See, they have the parentheses, so 120 and 85. And then using the plus operator is going to concatenate these two values. So we'll just go ahead and run this and then talk about what happens. So boom, adding integers is going to just simply add the numbers up. And then concatenating the strings is going to combine the characters together without using any arithmetic. Okay, so if you wanted to actually add these numbers and get the number 205, we don't want to be using quotes in defining flow1 and flow2 as a string. We want to define them as an integer or maybe even a float as well. A float would add them just like the integers added up. However, if I wanted to convert a string to an integer, for instance, there are conversion functions for that for Python, and you just use int. So if I just converted one of these string variables to an int, we're probably going to run into a problem down here if I run it. Yep, we're trying to concatenate string with an integer. So let's go ahead and convert the second integer, our string, to an integer as well. Come down here, clear, and run. And now we have adding integers 205. We're no longer concatenating strings. I should probably update that label as well. Highlight and paste, and then clear, and then run. All right, so we're adding integers both times. This time it's a little bit goofy because we have a string and then we're converting it to an integer when we could just have defined that variable as an integer in the first place. Go ahead and set concatenate strings back to what it was previously. If we wanted to convert an integer or a float to a string, we can just go str, and then I'll do that for both of these integer values. And then we will also want to update the label because actually I want to copy this label, paste it over here, because what we're doing here is going to be concatenating these two strings and getting that number 12,085. So down here in the terminal, let's go ahead and run that. All right, concatenating those two strings. So that's an example of type conversion from integer to string and then string to integer. In this lesson, we talked about the 4 different data types can hold single values, which are integers, float, boolean, and string.